And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Here comes a handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Testing the right side here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught downfield. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Yellow Jackets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Spins away from defenders. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
It's a Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? That run moves the ball to the 16.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Runs through the defender. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Picks up the first, looking for more. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Toss it to the back, running left. Tackled, but first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Linebackers making some adjustments now. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest load that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First and 10 now for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening them. Spot the ball at the 22.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. You bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the TCU offense takes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. It's an option look. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They're going to run it. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Both team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Quarterback still with the football. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. They'll try the option play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the 2nd quarter? Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The Yellow Jackets will have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the 1st half? This back is having a big day.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got a receiver wide open here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, they're going to throw the football. And they get the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The completion makes it second down. And now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. No press coverage. The DB is backing up now. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Now it's second down here.
42 Spider.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Ball handed off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Hit as he released it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That puts him on top in the 2nd half. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back from the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the TCU offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that previous play. Motion now from the tight end. Ball handed off. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Okay, ready?
TCU 21.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, that is another nice run by this running back, and they needed every yard on that particular play here on fourth down. This guy continues to grind it out and get the yards that he needs to lead this offense to a big day.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Direct snap to the back. Runs right over the defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. Breaking tackles.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. We go with a direct snap. Will he score here? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, TCU. This offense really clicking.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they'll set up with the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They'll run it here. Fights off a defender. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Another positive game by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's found some room at the 45. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. They can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now. Who's set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And we reach now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. He's across the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Well, that combination of size and speed gets him into the end zone to tie this game up, Chris. Here we are in the national championship, and these guys are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking right. This one caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over. Tied late here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Hands off to the left. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. Here's the second down play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch is made down the middle. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Spot the ball at the 26, so a 43-yard field goal attempt for the W. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Spot the ball at the 26, so a 43-yard field goal attempt for the W. No problem, knocks it right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. This will be... Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
taking away that corner route, man. Feeling. You know, like this, I was watching all the short shit. I know that. It's in. Sounds like you need to try. Bad to be strong. One time they played with Joe, he caught some contested pitches, but I had stopped for a little bit around halftime mark. We got back late. That's how I got back in the game. Get some left and jump.